Yeah.
And cue the music. Yay! Oh, Lowestoft Community Podcast. Oh, we've had a bit of a stress this afternoon. Technical issues. And we haven't got Kit. So Adam is sitting in Kit's seat. So Adam, you've got to go.
Oh, I've got to make all the weird noises. Okay, right. That's going to be hard to get used to, but yeah.
Sorry if this has sounded a bit different. We've had technical issues.
I actually can't hear through my headphones. I'm going to take them off.
I'm going to turn them up. I'll turn them down.
That's fine.
Let me turn that off. Can you turn that off? Oh, we got a technical man here to do all the technical bits. Yes. So here we are, Lowestoft Community Podcast, coming at you from the Unity Centre. And we're still sorting out the technical
I can hear nothing, so I'm just going to take them off, mate. It's easier. I can still hear without them.
I better know.
It will work.
Kit, all is forgiven. No, he's busy this week. The Out There Festival is where you'll see Kit this weekend if you need your kit fix.
He's doing a bit of acting.
He is doing
being dramatic, as Kit likes to do.
He's very good at acting.
He is.
Very good.
The impression I was doing of Kit is a vicarious impression of Rick Mail, because he does a fantastic Rick Mail impression. And it's usually what he does on the podcast, to be fair.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that then. Oh, I'll have to get him to do that then while I'm about.
Yeah.
As you can see, we've got a new face again this week. We have Jonathan. And I am really excited because I've been wanting someone to come from Jonathan's place for months now. And that is because it's from Gunton Estate Community Hall.
Yes.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
And since me and Kit first started doing the What's On every week, and we wanted to know what was going on in the community, we were just blown away by what goes on at Gunton Community Hall, Estate Community Hall, because you just wouldn't think it. Every time I go past it, I used to have to go past for a massage. Someone did massages down your way. Not at the hall, but somewhere else.
Wasn't me.
No. My lovely friend Michelle. And you didn't think anything went on. And it's like, hang on a minute. They're doing something else this week. And then we got a menu of what went on. Yeah. So I thought they've got to come on and talk about it themselves. So if you live on Gunton, well, even if they don't live on Gunton Estate, they can come along.
Yeah, of course.
Come along.
So this might sound weird this week because all the settings were changed and we don't really know how it's going to come across. So we're going to have to try and speak right into the microphones because it was booming and picking up everything that was going on in the centre. I shouldn't have said anything really because Anne, Marina and Sarah are having a private conversation behind the coffee bar, which is way over there. We could hear every word they were saying. So we could have
we could have turned this into a spy device like this to everyone in the centre.
We'll have to do that on Friday morning when we'll set up on Friday morning.
Right, everyone, we know how to do it now, so, you know, be careful what you say. Big Brother's always watching. Or listening in this case.
Listening. So, and Sarah's with us again this week as well.
Yeah.
The lovely Sarah.
Yeah.
A fan favourite.
Yeah, definitely. So, Jonathan, tell us some stuff about... So how long has the hall actually been active in the way? Because you told me today you haven't been there that long.
I haven't been there this long. I've been there maybe 8 months. But the hall has been running for 30, 40, 50 odd years. Wow. It has been going on forever.
Really? And doing what you do now with all the different
Not
things?
doing what we've done now. It was mainly as a hall for birthday parties and functions and things like that. But there's always been something going on. We experienced a bit of a dip with COVID like everybody else. Yeah. And now we're just trying to spread the word that we are still open and we're doing loads.
Yeah, very much so. I'm very impressed with and the diversity of what you've got going on.
Yeah. I think we're quite lucky in Gunton because we've got a really diverse mix of people of all ages, all backgrounds, everything, and skills.
Oh, great.
And we're trying to hit everything. We're trying to so everybody has got something to look forward to. And that's the plan.
Yeah.
It's hard work.
Yeah.
But it's amazing.
That's what makes community such a great thing, isn't it? You've got all these different people that all bring different things to the table. And sometimes people don't realise what they've got until they look at the overall picture and see what they can offer. Which part of the jigsaw puzzle do you fit? Maybe multiple, you know?
Yeah.
It's a great thing, a really good thing.
And do you join in everything that goes on?
I join in most of the things. Yeah. Most of the things. So on Mondays, I'll give you a full rundown.
Yes, please do.
Full rundown. So on Mondays we've got Lacey's Boxing Academy. They come in and they can teach obviously the boxing skills, but the majority of it is control of your body and focus and things like that, which most people need.
Yeah.
Because we all get a bit scatterbrain and all of that.
Definitely.
I mean, that really comes into play today.
Totally blonde scatterbrain at the moment.
And then Tuesdays, what we've got is we're starting up a family board game club.
Oh, great.
Because we're on the walk home route from most of the schools around the area.
Yeah.
It's come, pop in, have half an hour, play games with your children, things like that. Like the old traditional Monopoly and Twister and Scrabble.
Oh, that's great.
Fantastic. What we often find is, particularly parents with multiple children, because we can kind of watch one or two of them, they can spend quality time and focused on one child, which with a multi-child family is often very, very difficult.
Yeah.
It is. When they all like something totally different and find each other's things boring.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting. I have 3 kids. Well, they're not kids anymore, but that's boring.
So we've got that, and then we've got Kirsty, who works with RockFit. So think of exercising, dancing, things like that, but instead of rubbish pop music, it's heavy metal and rock.
Yeah. I did that at Download Festival at about 6:30 in the morning, and I saw it through what was on in Download, and it said, I thought, oh, what's RockFit then? So I went, I've got the T-shirt and everything, you know.
It's
and
amazing.
I turned up, and I do groove dance, and I'm always dancing and doing things like that, and I did about 10 minutes, and I thought, I'm dying.
Yeah. How they managed to do it for an hour, it's beyond me.
I could tell somebody likes like metal from the Iron Maiden tattoo there.
Very much so.
I love Iron Maiden. I used to have a leather
Iron
jacket
Maiden.
with an Iron Maiden back patch on it. It had the Killers album cover on it. I wore it for years. It went to
Wow.
so many gigs with me. Yeah, I look a bit different now to how I look back then. I used to have long hair and a beard and all that kind of stuff. Now I look clean cut, boring. I have debated growing it out again though. I might have
think
to
you
do
should.
it.
Yeah, I think you should.
It's got a bit grey. That's the trouble. But
That's fine. And then after that, to kind of cool down and relax, she then does a Zen yoga, which is your traditional yoga posing, things like that, but with the instrumental or the acoustic versions of the rock and metal songs.
Oh, that's good.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you've still got that kind of rock vibe,
Just a bit.
Yeah.
but a
More
little
laid
bit
back.
slower, a little bit calmer, which is amazing. I've fallen asleep twice so far.
Oh wow.
It's so relaxing. So that's Tuesday. Wednesday is our main community outreach. So we run a coffee morning. Not your standard coffee mornings. These are the super coffee mornings. So throughout the month, what we have is 1 week we will have chair exercises. So we all sit around in a circle, keep fit, all of this. The week after that, we will have fish and chips. So the Village Rise, they do a fantastic fish and chips. So everyone puts their order in, we get one of the community to go out and get it, and we all sit around a table and eat. And it's the only time that they're quiet, is when they're all eating.
Yeah, we find that.
Yeah,
don't
we get that here, definitely. Lunchtimes, everyone shuts down. Except when I'm eating my lunch and everyone wants to crowd around
Oh,
me
yeah.
and talk to me about everything under the
Yes.
sun. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
Okay.
And it's just amazing, just everyone just sitting and a communal meal. I think
Yeah.
that's something that's lost in the community now.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Just, I mean, we all remember sitting down, you always had your meal at the table, talked about your day, and that's what we do.
Yeah, it's a very communal thing, isn't it? It's something that people need.
Well, you go to a few things around the town, don't you? Like at the churches where they put the meals on,
Yeah,
don't
there's
you?
all sorts of different things around town. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's, and you'll find that like post-COVID, we live in a world where community is kind of like been severed even more than it was before. We live such individually pushed lives. Like, I don't know, the family unit doesn't really exist that much anymore. People are pushed to leave when they're young. People don't look after their elders in the same house anymore. Like, the whole idea of the whole family living together is a wonderful thing, I think.
Oh, I think so.
And then, by extension, the community, like the people that live on your street. If you know all the street I live on, I have to admit, is very good. I know a lot of the people on my street, and we all talk to each other and stuff. But yeah, you need that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's good to have places that give that. Yeah.
I actually spoke to someone a couple of years ago, and I said, "Don't you think it's your?" I didn't say responsibility. I can't. But I said, "Don't you think you should look after your mum and make sure your mum's okay?" And he went, "No." I was like, "Really?" And I just couldn't.
Yeah.
He loves his mum. But he just didn't think it was, he should have to make sure she was okay. And this bloke was in his 30s. And it's like...
So there's no real payback for all the time
Yeah.
he looked after you.
It's like a cycle, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've looked after you, you look after them. Yeah.
It's kind of what you do.
Yeah.
Hope that your children look after you if you've got them, you know?
Yeah. but doing what you're doing, that's great.
It is. We're the extension of that.
Yeah.
So the same lady who does our chair exercises, she also does chair curling, which it's amazing that it gets so competitive. It's red team versus blue team, and every week it's no, we're gonna win, no, we're gonna win. It's,
great.
They end up pushing the curls out of each other's way, and
So how does that work then?
so you're all sitting around in a semicircle, and there is a target on the floor, and you get a broom, a special broom, and you push curls, which are like the stones on wheels.
Yeah.
Think skateboards.
Yeah.
And the closest to the middle scores the most points. But then if you knock somebody's curl away, you get the points and they don't. And it's amazing.
What I mean by how does it work in a chair?
In a chair, you're sitting there, you've got the stone in front of you, and you use your broom to push it across the room to the target.
So do you only get one go each?
You get 2 goes each.
So can you then move your chair?
No, your chair is static.
So what happens if you push it away, but you can't? Well, my idea of curling is like they run round after it, don't they? And
yeah,
with the
take
broom and
that bit out.
Right, yeah.
That's why it's chair curling.
Take that bit out.
It's not wheelchair curling, it's chair curling.
That's what I thought to start with. It was
And when you laugh.
We do have one person in a
talking about
mobility
Yeah,
scooter, but
you're laughing.
that could be an unfair advantage if she gets to move.
You
Yeah.
would do it.
So you could have gone the other way and just thought chair curling is just somebody sat in a chair and everyone's pushing them with the thing. Like, knock the other person out of the chair with your guy in the chair, you know? Like,
Look, if there's a prize at the end, I'm sure
Don't
they
do
would.
it, yes.
Yeah. And it's just amazing.
Yeah.
It's last year we shut down over Christmas. So we were shut for 2 weeks because we all need a break.
Yeah, we do that, yeah.
And the first thing that most of them said when they came back on the Wednesday was, we really, really missed it.
oh,
That's lovely.
It's part of their weekly routine,
Yeah.
seeing everybody.
yeah.
And it's like, that's what you do it for,
A bit
isn't
of
it?
Yeah,
competition,
absolutely.
Friendly competitiveness like that.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's great, isn't it? It knits people together.
Yeah. The cheers when one side wins
Yeah.
and the boos when they do. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's Wednesday. So I've got my cheat sheet here
That's
because I
all
forget
right.
everything. So Thursday, what we do is we've got a small garden.
Yeah.
We've got our gardening group. What they have started to do is we're growing our own fruits and vegetables. We're then going to harvest them, invite the community along, teach them how to use them, to preserve them, to cook with them, things like that. And then they take them home.
Yeah.
And once all of the fruit and veg is available, anyone can come along, take what they need, and then that's that. They can put a voluntary donation down if they want, but ultimately it's for everyone,
Yeah.
which I think is brilliant.
Yeah, that's
really
great.
Good,
We've got
yeah.
so much going on. So after that, then we've got our crafting afternoon. So bring your hobby, bring whatever craft you want. Started off as like a knit and natter type thing, but it's expanded into diamond art, scrapbooking, anything you can think of.
Oh, brilliant.
And we've got such a diverse mix of people who are transferring certain skills. So someone was knitting didn't know how to crochet, so somebody else taught them, and vice versa. And
that's great.
I can't express just how happy I am about all of it.
Yeah.
It is nice when these things pay off and start
Absolutely,
to work, and you
yeah.
see the community coming together and supporting each
Yeah.
other and
It's amazing.
enjoying it. I often in here, if there's something going on, I like to just sit back in a corner or something and just watch and see people. So Linda wanted to say something. Yeah, we've got somebody else in the background from there as well, and she's just said it's all ages.
Yeah.
So, which is great.
Which again, like people from different age groups can offer different things to each other.
Yeah.
You can like learn from your elders. You can learn from people who are younger than you. Like there's so much you can pick up off each other. It's great.
Well, when I was younger, I grew up in Nottingham, and my family lived in a little village called Wilford in Nottingham, and they had the green, the church and the green. I'm not a religious person, but it made the community. I felt that village green with the hall and everything, it made the community, and all families looked out for each other and they all joined. Everybody knew everyone else's business, but in the same time they helped each other when things weren't going right, because everyone knew, and that's all lost.
There's a difference between knowing it and judging over it, isn't there? Like,
and it's caring about each other.
That's right. And going into with what you're doing, you're building that kind of community back up again.
Definitely. I mean, we've had it where one person didn't turn up on a Wednesday, so 2 other people went round theirs to make sure they're okay.
oh,
It's like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
The bonds people are creating.
It's very heartening to know that there is people out there still that care in that way in the community. Because if you believed everything you read on the news and saw on the news, you'd think that the whole population hates each other.
oh yeah, it's awful, isn't it? Socially conditioned to spread hate and division. It's just
and to see,
don't get me started.
So to see that there is something in, and it isn't the only, now because we do the what's on and we go through every week to find out what's on in the community, it's not the only community hall in Lowestoft that's doing this kind of thing. So
No, there's
there is
so many
much
around.
out there for people to do, and there's so many supportive caring organisations. And I want someone from the men's sheds of some kind to come on here, because there's so much for men going on now.
Yeah.
It's great. So, I think it's brilliant what you're doing.
And then after all of that, Thursday is our busiest day. We have the Lowestoft Community Choir. It started out half a dozen of us at Christmas. It's grown to 25, 30 strong.
Oh wow.
Unfortunately, I'm still the only guy there. But
So do you do the bass?
I do indeed. But it's amazing.
Yeah.
And what we do is we learn the songs and then invite everybody in the community, friends and family, and we will perform at the end of each term.
I'd say me and Kit
Fantastic.
would come and support, but then we'd both probably be falsetto because we both got high voices.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no. Only one low.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go.
But no, it's,
No.
I learned to sing
Yeah.
down there somewhere.
No more aha for me. No more screaming those high notes at the end.
So yeah, and then on Friday, this is my baby. This is something I created because I'm really quite passionate about it.
Oh.
Is we've got a hobby hangout. So you've obviously seen in the news about antisocial behaviour and all of this, and the youth are disenfranchised by everything.
Yeah.
Near enough every single provision out there is go and play sport, go and be active. What about the creative side of things?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about those who need the creative outlet, the stimulus that way? That's what Hobby Hangout is.
Oh, great.
We managed to get some funding for a 3D printer.
Oh, brilliant.
I can see where this is going. Excellent.
So what we've got people coming in asking for something. We'll charge them a nominal fee just to cover our costs.
Yeah.
We'll print it, and then they'll paint it.
Yeah.
They'll get the miniature paints out and all of that, or they'll come in with designs that they've created, and we'll print them. And the look on their face when they see, oh, it's just a flat screen, and then a physical object that they can hold that they've designed or they've made.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's great. Yeah, that's fantastic.
I couldn't believe it when I first saw those. And I thought it was a joke.
That would be stuff like,
Yes.
sorry, just to cut in about, like, you get my words, you'd be geared towards stuff like, I don't know, Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammer
Dragons,
and all that kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my jam, and the Fort, like, all that stuff as well. So, yeah, we're in good company here.
Yeah, we've started up a zombie side
Oh, great.
group. They love it. They make up their own rules for it. It's brilliant.
Oh, okay.
We've also started to do Gaslands, which is, if you think Mad Max, I got loads of the little Matchbox cars, loads and loads of bits and pieces, hot glue, super glue, and they made their own car. They
that's cool.
customized it, and then there's a whole game around it where you race. Now you can either be the first one to finish the finishing line, or the last man standing.
Yeah. Nice.
Which is normally what it turns into. And it's amazing. They love it.
Oh, that sounds great.
Because they gain ownership of something that they've created. Some of them, let's stick all of the spikes on it.
Yeah.
All of the guns, everything. Another person she's created an entire backstory about her car and her tribe and everything.
That's brilliant.
And it's like, wow.
That's where creative writing begins. I'm actually a fantasy author, and I started with Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammer and all this kind of stuff. And I think if you get youngsters into that kind of thing, the creative avenues that exist beyond that are just, they're infinite. Like, you'll end up with like future authors and future even movie directors maybe from that kind of
fantastic.
thing. Yeah.
And we hire out tables so you can come along and play Warhammer and all of your things as well, because that is the limiting factor with games like that.
Yeah.
It's finding the space. But we've got it.
Oh, brilliant.
Bring it all along. It's amazing. I mean, I grew up with Warhammer and things like that, so I know some of it.
Yeah.
But it's seeing people create something and seeing the look on their face once they've made it, and they're proud of it, and they want to show their parents, and they want to show their friends, and they want to bring their friends along so they can experience it. It's just growing slowly, brick by brick, figure by figure, car by car.
Oh, fantastic.
And then after that, we have a group of folk singers. So they have outside guests come in and sing, party, things like that. They're in 1 week, and then the following week, it's just like a communal sing-around. So they alternate it. And then on Sundays, we have a spiritualist church come in and use the hall. They've been there forever.
Okay.
So the guardian angels, so the spiritualists, the folk and sing-around lot, they are what's known as our heritage members. Because they've been there for so long,
Yeah.
they've got us through the hard times. They got us through the COVID times. They got us through so much.
Yeah, they've seen everything before.
They've seen everything.
Yeah.
And they're a wonderful bunch.
Oh.
And they've often said just how much the hall has grown and how diverse everybody is. And I can't express just how happy I am about it.
Yeah, you see how passionate you are.
Yeah,
about
exactly.
the whole
And that's a
thing.
good.
Right.
Yeah, that's a great thing to have shown. Is that we can see how you're proud of this, and that's fantastic. Yeah, you should be.
I will take this opportunity. It isn't just me. We have a committee of 11 people, and they all bring something special to the table. We divvy up most of the tasks based on what they want to do or their preferences or skills. So we are a community of people serving the greater community.
Yeah.
And it's nice to hear that you have such a large group of people doing that. Because a lot of charities and organisations like ourselves, they're very jealous that you've got that many.
Yeah.
It's taking time, but yeah.
It's so hard. Yeah, because every time we build up, we're getting a few more. Some leave through, circumstances beyond their control.
Yeah.
No one's allowed
why
to
they've
leave.
had to leave.
No one's allowed.
So I've understood
We'll
why
lock the doors and everything.
I've understood completely why some of our committee have had to leave. But it can be very hard work, can't it?
It is, but it's rewarding.
Yeah.
It will definitely
It's
reward
worth it.
We wouldn't do it, would we?
No,
If it wasn't
no.
rewarding, we definitely wouldn't be doing it.
We also run either monthly or bi-monthly tabletop sales.
Yes.
So we hire out, it's £5 a pitch, anyone's welcome. You get a free bacon roll and a free cup of tea or coffee.
For £5? That's great.
If you're a stall holder, yeah.
Yeah.
And
there you go.
it's brilliant.
When you want to get rid of your rubbish, Gunton Estate Community Hall.
Yeah, bring it down.
Saturday morning. Get rid of your rubbish.
Rubbish.
And make a roll.
It's vintage
Bacon roll,
goods.
yeah.
It is.
Come on,
Get
Sarah.
that
Go for all
free.
your stuff, Sarah.
Yeah.
It's pre-loved.
Okay.
Pre-loved. Yes, that's what we all say.
Yeah, so our
Yeah.
next
I
one,
won't say the other word I used for it. But
our next one is Sunday, the 22nd of June. So if you want a pitch, get in touch with us on Facebook, book a place, and we'll see you there.
It will
It's
be
brilliant.
on the what's on list because I
Yeah.
mention these every week with what's going on. So, and what I'll do is I will take a photo of the other piece of paper you gave
Yep.
me, and I will put that on the
Fantastic,
podcast
thank you.
page.
Yeah,
so you
wonderful.
can keep that, screenshot it, and then you'll have a list of what goes on when in Gunton Estate Community Hall.
Yeah, it's just I can't get over how happy everyone is about it.
Yeah,
Mm.
And it makes our job easier.
oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
It makes the late nights trawling through legislation. It makes it worth it.
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't there?
It is.
No,
It is.
And I just find once you get your head around it, they change it.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And we keep smiling.
Yeah, well, we've got to, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've got to.
Yeah. So, or someone else comes along and says, that's not right. Yes, it is. I learned all about that. No, they've changed it.
No, they've changed
Well,
it. Or they've changed one word in it, and now
Yeah.
nothing you've written or
Yeah.
understand makes any sense
Sense,
anymore.
yeah.
And you're like, oh,
So, can anyone come along to
Anybody,
your place?
yep.
Yeah. And do you have a membership or just
No.
join up?
all of our events are free of charge.
Yeah.
The only thing we will ask for is if you want a tea or coffee, 50p,
Yeah.
things like that.
Fair.
Very
Yeah.
cheap. Yeah.
And we also hire the hall out. So during COVID and the long-standing use of the hall was
Yeah.
always for birthday parties and events like that, for private functions. We are currently running £11 an hour with a £15 refundable deposit.
Yeah.
So
Is that
a
why
lovely
you
hall.
don't have a set thing on the Saturdays?
that
It's
is
hired?
that is why we tend to have
Yeah.
Saturdays and Sundays free, because that's where the majority of our private
Yeah.
birthday
are.
parties happen.
Yeah. And it's a big hall, isn't it? I've been to a few parties there over the years.
It is. It's
Yeah.
a sizable hall.
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain I've been there. I'm trying to remember if I have. I'm certain I have. When I was
What-
much younger.
What we find is most people have at one point or another been to a party or a something there,
Yeah.
because it's been around for so long and it's an integral part of the community.
Yeah. That's a big estate round there, isn't
It
it?
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody has had a party there at some
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
and that's what we're trying to keep going.
Yeah.
We're
Well, I
trying
think
to
you're doing
maintain
very
that.
well.
Well, thank you.
Because I like the diverse amount of things that you've got going on in there,
Yeah.
That's what we've tried to.
which is great.
Something for everyone.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to know more, just go along to get in touch on Facebook. Because obviously you're on Facebook. Because
Yep.
you won't be watching
Just
this.
search Gunton Estate Community Hall, and we're the first one there, the only one there.
The only one
so
there.
that'd be
I was
brilliant.
going to say,
Yeah.
is there another? Have
The
I been
first and
posting
only.
things that aren't you?
Wow.
Funny
No.
how you find that, isn't it? You'll find a place that's, somewhere in a completely different country that's got the same name.
Well,
Just go, oh,
I've nearly done that before.
Yeah.
I've gone onto a Facebook page with a bar with a certain name, and I've started writing down on the what's on what this pub has got going on. And then I thought, hang on a minute, I don't recognise that sign. It was a pub in a different area.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure there is a Gunton Estate in America somewhere.
Oh,
so
is there?
not that one.
Not that one. So yeah. So, thank you for all of that. Is there
Yeah,
anything
you're
else you
most
can
welcome.
think of that you'd like to everyone to know about?
The only other thing is we have a one-off event. So we have our community celebration event, which will be on the 24th of August. So it's a Sunday. And what we're going to do for that is we're going to have all of our groups, all of our outside agencies, so Kirsty with Rockfit, Sing Around, the choir, they're all going to put on like a mini show
Yeah.
Okay.
showcasing what they bring. There will also be a barbecue, always grub,
Yeah, like that.
got to feed the masses,
Yep.
and I, as chairman, will be locked in stocks and you can throw wet sponges at me.
Sounds good.
Right.
Linda in the background here. I can see her nodding without looking at me. She's looking forward to that one. You're not allowed to stuff rocks in it, Linda.
Or maybe for a bit more.
Sponge with pebbles.
But no, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Yeah. Well, order the weather.
We'll try.
Well, we're Brits. We carry on.
I'll be wet anyway, so it's fine.
You don't care, do you?
No.
True.
I remember going down to the Christmas swim one year, watching it from the sea, and we were just as wet watching as those that went into the sea. We were like, it's about, you Brits, you do it, don't you?
You do, yeah.
It's
just water at the end of the day.
It's just water. Enjoy it. Yeah. Well, lovely to have you come on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's
And
lovely to be here.
Anything else that goes on, just let me know, and
I will
I'll
indeed,
add it
yeah.
to it. And if you change what's on, let me know.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I don't always have time to double check.
Good, yeah.
Which is why I'm always saying, look it up.
Yep.
In case I've got it wrong. Right, so that's it then.
Thank you for joining us.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Thank
Oh,
you.
good.
Sorry for the wait.
Yeah. We had a
Gone.
few technical issues
did.
beforehand, and
As you
yeah.
do.
Don't worry, I know.
Hopefully it's sorted out. Probably watch this later on. Andy's going to edit it. It's like, can't hear anything.
There'd be no sound, nothing at all.
Yeah. the sliders are going up.
I mean, that means something,
It
doesn't it,
means
Shirley?
something. And we can hear each other through them.
Yep.
Something good, something
something's
bad, who knows?
All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next time, everybody.